we are expecting a storm to come through here, and it sounds like it started, or it is. It's starting to rain now. So I'm going to change it up a little bit today. What is up, everybody, and welcome to the channel. Well, today's video I want to give you a little bit of a tip and a trick that I do when I'm hunting storms or I'm still hunting on the ground. But first, let me give you a little update on how my rutcation's going. Well, I can honestly say that the deer are winning 2-0. Because I did have 2 swings and I did have 2 misses, but you know, that's archery. But we have a storm coming through. It's just starting to rain now here, so I'm getting ready to do a little bit of spot and stalking in the rain. I'm talking a little bit loud because it's getting a little bit noisy, but let me show you a little tip and a trick that I do is stalk in the rain, or when the ground's wet and stuff like that. When there's a slight breeze, there's no wind today, so that's going to help. And you know what they say, bad weather bucks. So I'm hoping maybe I could get a bad weather buck to come out or sneak up on one. But this storm's supposed to get nasty a little bit later, so I don't mind being out here now. I'll get wet, go back to the truck, change, and go home when it gets real nasty. But I guess they're calling for a lot of rain. But what I do when I do a still hunt is I get some cover scent, and I just so happen to be a fan of Evercalm. I really like this scent, and it seems to work for me. So if my voice goes up or down, it's because the rain's getting louder or it's slowing up. So it sounds like it's slowing up, so I'm going to talk a little bit lower now. But anyway, I like to use Evercalm, and then what I'll do is get a wick, and I'm going to try and do this one-handed. But I'll show you what I do here is, first, on my crossbow, I'll take the bolt out. So this way, safety first. And we make sure that the safe is on. But what I like to do is either get a zip tie. I just so happen to have orange ones on me, but I normally use bread ties because it's easier taking them on and off. Well, I forgot the bread ties back in the truck, so I'm just going to use a zip tie that I had in my backpack, and I'll just cut the excess off and just wrap it around. So then what I'll do is I'll get my Evercalm and put that right there so I don't lose that Evercalm. I like to shake it up a little bit, and then I'll take the cap off, and I'll try not to do this over the bow, but what I'll do is take it and I'll just let it sit there for like 1, 2, 3, about 5 seconds. And I'll hold it up this way, so this way the scent gets all down through the wick. There's not much on there. It won't really travel up. It'll start traveling down, but that's okay. And then what I do is look for my zip tie that I just lost. Found my zip tie. That's my scope ring caps. I'm closing there. There, hit my arm. So then what I do is just get my zip tie, and I'll just put this around the end of my crossbow, and this application will work on a compound bow, your hunting rifle if you don't shoulder sling it. And then what I'll do is just pull this tight, make sure that the tie is away from any arrow flight, and I just keep it down. And then this is what it'll look like. And that's just a simple trick or a tip that I do to cover scent me while I'm walking. Yeah, so when I'm doing a spot and stock, it's starting to slow down now again, which I'm getting ready to do because of the leaves are going to be quiet. It gives you an opportunity, if you know some known bedding areas to get to, slowly, quietly walk through them, maybe bounce something up. You might get Mr. Big sleeping. You never know. But that's just one of the tips and tricks that I like to use when I'm stalking. And I use this Evercom even at the tree stand to cover my scent around my tree stand. Just things like that. Let me get this back over here. But yeah, for my ruckcation, it seems like the deer are actually starting to kick my butt because we're getting to the end of rutcation. I am seeing some deer movement. The rut is definitely picking up. So just gonna keep plugging and chugging away at it and just keep moving forward. But if you're new to the channel, hit that like, comment, and subscribe button. And if this tip helps you out, or if you guys think this is a good tip, hit me up in the comments, or better yet, tell me what you guys do as a cover scent, because I actually spray myself down with dead downwind, and then I use a cover scent to mask that. What's good about the stalking like this right before a storm or right at the edge of the storm, a lot of people, unless you have a good spot to set up on, to where you're watching fields or in your hunting area, then you guys know what to do there. But like for me, when I hunt the hardwoods, when it starts to get rainy and nasty, sometimes these deer like to bed down, and I just like to put on a little stock at the beginning part of the rain. Well, I like to do to post as it starts to rain, because deer do like to move in the rain, and the bigger ones will do that as long as it's not super nasty out. So I'm hoping to maybe to put Mr. Big on the ground today, as they call him, a bad weather buck. What we shall see, which I've already seen about 2 deer so far today doing this. Just doing a nice little slow walk, got within 50 yards of them. One was a little 4-pointer, and then another one was a yearling. The yearling came through, and then a 4-pointer came through. But let me run that video for you, and I'll show you those 2 deer coming through with me sitting on the ground. this method does work. It does calm them down. The deer weren't spooked or anything like that. It seemed like they were on their agenda. Like I said, it is the rut, so anything's possible. So we're just going to keep going at it and wait for it to start raining, and that way my noise walking doesn't put them on alert. It's just more or less now the movement I'd have to worry about. And because the scent I got covered, the sound I got covered, now I just got to be careful of the movement. Like I said, hit me up in the comments down below what works for you guys when you hunt nasty bucks. Sometimes I do like to stay in stand, depending on what's going on. But it's a little warm today. It's pushing 60. These deer aren't going to move in 60-degree weather normally, like they would normally when it's cooler out during the rut. So it will become more of a nighttime activity. But although it is supposed to storm later this morning into tomorrow afternoon, so I think they're going to be out now. Alright guys, like I said, I hope this video helps you out and gives you guys a little tip and trick on how to mask your cover scent, or what you can do with your cover scent. Well, till next time, I'm Joe. Driving trucks and hunting bucks is how I roll it. Wicked Fabz.